So what do we have planned? We will be laser focused on helping our customers anticipate risk. That's what we do. Um, I think that whether that includes weather discussions about weather or inflation or labor issues or trucking transportation issues, that's what we would be, focused on for our clients in 2024. We're seeing both an increase in the frequency and severity of storms across the nation. So, we would want our clients to realize that and to make sure that they're adequately protected. And as far as what we plan to do, more of the same in helping our insureds, but we'll continue to develop business in the horticultural space because we think that there's more opportunities for us in this space. We think there's more opportunities even, to help our clients kind of understand their risk to loss. So we'll continue to be a strong partner and a strong advocate for them when they need us to. So that's why I'm saying for us, it's like more of the same. That's exactly what we'll plan. But, we always try to set ourselves out or apart from our competition by being proactive and trying to help our clients mitigate loss, whether that's, sending a loss control person to a place to do a thermography inspection to, inspect their facilities against the chance of fire, or whether it involves talking with them about their transportation risks and, giving their product to third-party carriers to haul for them.
It's interesting, you mentioned, how you're positioning, to working with growers. And that's one thing that really stands out to me is the fact that, I would imagine there's not that many companies that insurance-wise are specific to this industry. You can work with a general insurance company, but somebody who really knows the ins and outs of this market has got to be something that I would think is extremely valuable to those in this industry.
I would think so. And I say that because this is all we do. We are the only insurance company that I know of that insures only the floral and horticultural industry. So to that end, whether it's our claims adjusters or our loss control people or our agents that are in the field talking to their clients and prospects, we are laser focused on this is all we do. Any claim that our claims adjuster might be called in on, it all has something to do with this industry. It's not like, like they're dealing with a meat market one day and some other kind of general business the next. It's only the floral and horticultural industry, whether it's a retail florist, a greenhouse grower, a garden center. On the greenhouse grower, whether it, they're growing ornamentals or leafy greens, it's all we do.
Yeah. I'll ask you another question. I was recently working on a story that was talking about cyber attacks. There were a couple of growers that we talked to this past year that had dealt with that. One of them mentioned the development of a disaster response plan, or I think it was disaster response or disaster recovery plan, which they said was extremely valuable. Is that the kind of thing that, Hortica can be a service on to help growers get prepared for, really just a plan that I think that they can, it's general in theory, but then it can be adapted to, focus on whatever the particular incident that's going on right now would be.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, by virtue of the fact that we affiliated with Sentry Insurance, so we're a brand of Sentry Insurance, and, they are a very large company and are very in tune with all the risks that any type of business might face today. And cyber is probably one of the fastest growing. The one thing that I think we do great, yes, we provide insurance, for a premium, you will get, $1 million cyber insurance policy. Comes with a typical application, et cetera. But to me, the most valuable piece of that policy isn't necessarily the policy itself, but it's the resources that we provide. So it's like an online resource that you can actually evaluate yourself, and it makes you think about things that could happen and how have I protected myself here? So, you can do self-evaluations, but it also tells you what to do in the event or in the event that you think you've had a cyber attack. So I think the resource part of that is just important as the policy, the paper the policy is written on.
Okay. I'll ask you one more question. We've kind of rebranded, I guess, Greenhouse Grower, as you call it, moving into 2024 with a real focus on the future of the floriculture industry. One of the big things has been, not just the future, but the excitement about that future? You know, what's still to come for this industry that has potential to expand pretty quickly? Just on your level, what excites you the most about the future of this industry? What are you most excited to see happening, I guess, in 2024 and then beyond, maybe?
Yeah. Wow. That's a great question, Ryan. There's a couple of things that come to mind. I guess for me, the first one is the health of the industry, the health, the people, and maybe the technology or the evolution of the industry. And I say the health of the industry because, I think the health that the industry has felt since the pandemic. I mean, everybody in the industry can attest to the fact that it's probably the healthiest the industry has ever been. And the fact that more people turn to bringing plants and flowers into their homes, and all the excitement around plant ownership and the health benefits of plants and flowers. So it's not only the health that the plants and flowers bring to individuals, but how that made the industry healthier. That's kind of exciting. On the people side, I would have to say, I guess the same thing that makes me excited about the future sometimes gives me pause for concern. I know that sounds a little weird, but I say that because I'm a people person. So I love meeting new people. I love meeting with the people in our industry, going to their facilities, seeing what they're growing. I love seeing their businesses succeed. And then the flip side of that is because I have these connections to the people, I'm always thinking about the what if. And that may sound strange, and maybe that's because of being in insurance for too many years, because I always think, oh my gosh, what would happen if there was a tornado here, so I'm constantly thinking about their well-being for the future. And then the evolution and the technology, I think all that's exciting. And anytime you introduce any type of new technology, we go to, all right, this is new technology. How do we protect that? So I love plants and flowers. I think the growers love me because anything I bring into my home, I kill it, and then I go buy new stuff. I'm not good when it comes to greenery, but I'm a good customer. I think customer service is important. And so I think when there's new technologies that are introduced, I'm back here thinking, okay, what do we need to do different? How can we protect this? Could this potentially lead to a cyber attack, on a greenhouse grower? So,
right.
Yeah, I think the evolution of the industry is kind of exciting, and what can come next.